Good morning to my viewers. In this video, I am going to explain to you in HP LaserJet 1020 plus cartridge missing error. It will show cartridge missing error. When you give the printout, it will display the cartridge missing error, and if you see the top of the printer, the orange light will get blink. How to solve? In this video I am going to explain. This is the area the cartridge sensor is available. This is the cartridge sensor. This is the cartridge sensor got broken. This will be available like this. This will be here. When you insert the cartridge, when you insert the cartridge, it will come like this. When you take out the cartridge, it will go down. So, which got broken. So, I am going to manage without this cartridge sensor knob. See how to manage this. See, suddenly you can't get this knob. Immediately you can't get this knob. Either if you have old knob, well and good, you can place. Right? This is very easily breakable. So when you give more pressure also, it will get break. So to replace the knob itself, very tough. So what I am going to do, without this knob, I am going to make this printer to get work. So what I am going to do? See, so there is no cartridge sensor knob. I have taken out, which has got broken, right? This is the sensor, which is managing. This is sensor. Because of the sensor, once if you place the cartridge, the sensor will come like this, right? If you take out the cartridge, the sensor will go down and rest in the back side of the printer. Now, what I did here, I have taken a small paper and fold this paper and kept the back side of the sensor. See here, the back side of the sensor, and paste with the sellotape. That means I made this sensor to recognize the printer. Always there is a cartridge inside the printer. Because of pasting this extra piece of paper inside the printer, backside the printer, I made this printer to recognize there is a cartridge inside the printer always. But the printer won't recognize there is no cartridge. No cartridge means I have to remove this paper. Okay. If I remove the paper, the sensor will go down. I will explain. Yeah. So this is the sensor. See here. This is the sensor. See here. I will explain. Now, which is in the position, there is no cartridge. If the sensor come this position, it indicates there is a cartridge. Right? If sensor come back, that indicates the printer is taking paper or taken paper which is printing. Then once again it will go to the mid of the sensor. The sensor knob will go and rest in the mid of the sensor. You rest in the mid of the sensor means there is a cartridge inside the printer. The cartridge sensor, this sensor go and rest in the back side of the printer means there is no cartridge. That means you have taken out the cartridge. That means you have taken out the cartridge. Once again, I will repeat that. If the sensor is like this, there is no cartridge. There is no cartridge. If sensor knob is mid of the sensor, there is a cartridge. If sensor knob away from the sensor knob away from the sensor, that means the printer has taken paper, picked up the paper, and which is getting print and moving towards output tray. Moving towards output tray. When it reaches to output tray, it will go and rest in the mid of the sensor. If the mid of the sensor means indicates there is a cartridge inside, the printing option not complete. Once again, if you give the printout, the sensor will come like this. Once if the paper goes out of the printer and rest in the output tray, it will go like this. Right? Once if you take the paper, it will come like this. Once if you go out, that is come out, it will go like this. If you take out the cartridge, it will go like this. If you take out the cartridge, it will be like this. See, it will be like this. Okay? This is the thing which is happening. If the cartridge sensor is available inside, this will bring the sensor like this. So, we have to bring the sensor like this. We have to manipulate something. What I did manipulate here, for that only I kept one small piece of paper. That paper make the sensor knob to come to the mid of the sensor. If the mid of the sensor means it indicates there is a cartridge inside the printer. But only one drawback is, even if there is a cartridge, which will say cartridge inside. Even if there is no cartridge also, it will treat as a cartridge inside. Either cartridge inside or not inside, which will inform to printer there is a cartridge inside, because I did not allow the sensor to go down because I kept a paper here. That paper only managing me without this cartridge sensor. This is the simple manipulate method. Without the cartridge, you can manage. Once again, I will show. This cartridge sensor knob, get rest means there is no cartridge. If it comes means there is a cartridge. If it comes out means which is getting printed. After getting print, comes out means it will go rest like this. That should be inside the cartridge. If you take out the cartridge, it will go like this. But here, there is a no cartridge sensor here. To manipulate this, to manage this, I kept paper. The back side of this knob, I kept paper. So using this, I am managing. Okay? Please follow the methods. What I have given. Simply apply patiently and slowly you do this, surely you can success. But you do not search for a sensor, go around a market or anywhere else. But only one drawback in this manipulation is, even if there is no cartridge, the printer will treat as a cartridge is inside. If there is a cartridge inside, that time also it will treat as a cartridge is inside. That is the only drawback. But in HP 1020, if you give the printout, if there is a cartridge, then only it will pick the paper. But if you manipulate like this, even if there is no cartridge, that time also it will pick the paper. That is the drawback. So you have to understand this. Okay. So that without this cartridge sensor, you can manipulate your printer to work. This is applicable for all printers like 1020, 1018, 1012, 1010, M1005. All the printer which is applicable, all are in the same architecture. So this sensor indicates there is no cartridge. If sensor indicates, there is cartridge. If sensor knob indicates, paper which is going inside and printing. Once the paper comes out, it will go and rest in the mid of the sensor. If you take out the cartridge, it will go and bottom of the printer and get rest. So, but without this cartridge sensor, if you want to manipulate, you have to paper here. You have to keep the paper here and paste with the sellotape or some glue sticks, something else, right? That means it will keep the sensor like this. This is the way you can manage. Okay, please apply this procedure and get successful. Enjoy the operation. Okay, do this process please patiently, because the sensor and all plastic which will get break or broken very easily. Easily it will get break. So you have to do very patiently. And meanwhile, there is a spring here. That is very soft spring. You have to very careful on this also. Okay. Please follow the instruction what I have given. You make the printer to get operate without the cartridge sensor. Okay. If you like this video, please like my video. Subscribe my channel, because every day I am releasing new video regarding printer service, laptop service and desktop service. Right? So I am giving all the problems and solution in my videos. Right? So that only I am asking you to subscribe. Then immediately you can get updates of that every videos and its updates. Please share these videos to your friends and relatives and neighbors. Let them share to their friends and relatives and neighbors. Let it go by child. So if you have any new problem, please specify in comment. Seeing that comment, I can release the video that may be helpful to you to solve your problem. Okay? Thanking you. Have a nice day. We'll see next problem with some other solution. Okay? I'll explain once again. Last. So, if the sensor is like this, there is no cartridge. If sensor is like this, if there is a cartridge. If it comes like this, the paper is getting printed. After coming out the paper, it will go and rest in the mid of the sensor. If you take out the cartridge, it will go and rest in the mid of the paper, bottom of the printer. If the cartridge got broken, cartridge sensor got broken, so we have to, here only we are manage this, keep the paper some inside to make the sensor be always in the mid of the sensor. This is the way to manage without cartridge sensor. Thanking you. We'll see in the next video with some other problem and solution. Have a nice day.